Hello and welcome back on The Cave. My name is Elias, and in today's video we will again go over some interesting news straight out of the finance and crypto space. We will cover some financial topics. Please do not make financial decisions based on my opinions, and my information is always do your own research. And with that being said, let's jump into it. Today will be a fun one and a red one, I can tell you like this, because there is some bad news in the markets. We have not that good of a macroeconomical environment at the moment, and people really feel that, and people see that, they see the metrics, they see the data. And what they also see is that companies like also right now Silvergate just got bankrupt. I actually received a notification like not even 10 minutes ago that it's clear now and Silvergate will close up their banking business, and it looks really bad for them, as it seems. When I actually started to record this video, it was still not sure, and as it seems now, I just received breaking news, it's not looking good, and I'm really curious how the market will react to it. Obviously, Silvergate is one of the, if not the biggest crypto bank out there, which works with Gemini, with Crypto.com, with Circle, and much other players. A lot of these guys actually said that this is not a big thing for them. They have their own liquidity, and that's no problem. But even though we don't know the exact influence of this bankruptcy until everything is played out. So yeah, let's see how it will continue. I mean, it's a typical bear market. Companies do go bankrupt. We have a lot of liquidity issues, and yeah, stuff like this is normal, but really be cautious out there, especially right now in terms of on which platforms do you really want to hold money. And as I always say, it's the best thing to hold your money on a non-custodial wallet where you really have full access to it and no one can actually withdraw or transfer or whatever, do whatever with it. But with that being said, let's see how the market segment is really looking. And I can tell you like this, people are not sure. They really don't know what they should believe. Do we go up? Do we go down? January was such a positive month, February too. Where do we go now? And obviously the news are not too good, and I think this is really what confuses people. Because as I mentioned in the last few videos, I think the market movements were quite irrational. It's not that we have such good indicators for the market at the moment. And also what I emphasized on in the last few videos, the macroeconomical environment isn't too good actually. And how bad it actually is, we will go into later. But I also talked about it in the last video. I think what we see right now is a little relief rally, which a lot of market makers and professional traders will use to take some short positions on some just emotional traders, which just do leverage long because they see some green candles. And this is just emotional trading. And guys, please be aware against who you play. You play against professional traders, against market makers, which exactly know how they can get you to open some 10x long positions, 100x long positions, and they also have the liquidity and the knowledge to liquidate you. So yes, right now it's probably not the time to trade. It's the exact right time to be on the sidelines, be cautious, and learn about how you can be profitable in this market segment. Alright, with that being said, to the first macroeconomical chart, which is the yield curve inversion. The yield inversion between the 2-year bond yields and the 10-year bond yields, and it's the most accurate chart to have a look on when we want to predict recessions in the future. It shows that the yield of the 10-year bond is lower than the 2-year bond. And why this happens, actually, I explained exactly in the last video. You should definitely check it out. It's a bit a longer topic, and I don't want to bore you again with this kind of economical talk, but if you really care, then just check it out in the last video. Exactly. With that being said, to the fund rate. So the fund rate actually determines how much banks do have to pay if they want to have loan by the central bank. And this also determines how much you have to pay if you want to have loan at your bank. And the higher this fund rate is, the harder it is basically, or the less money gets into circulation. Because in times of easy money, a lot of money is obviously, or a lot of money gets into the circulation, and vice versa, right? And what's here easy to see is that the federal funds rate is quite high. As you guys can see, last time it was at this range, like 4.6 right now, right, was 2007. And I look at a lot of different videos, opinions of a lot of different people, and a lot of people are talking of funding rates between 6 and 10% right now. And we're still far from this kind of area. And this basically means that we could have a lot more of red months, weeks, months, or even years in front of us if we see something like if the Fed is really keep on tightening it up to the 6 or up to 10%. We will see, we don't know it right now, and we will see where this goes, because funding rates are also hard for the whole economy. It could lead to a collapse. We will see where we're going, but the only thing that I want to emphasize is be cautious out there and just do not make too bold moves at the moment and wait till something really is happening, because right now we're still in an environment where nothing is really happening, people are unsure, and trust me, you will get when the time is come to really ape in. Exactly. With that being said, to the next crypto topic, which is Mt.Gox. Mt.Gox payouts. What does that mean? Who is Mt.Gox and who will receive money from them? We covered this in the last video. I will not cover it again, but if you're interested or if you're not sure what it is, just check out the last video.
Elias from the future here. Just real quick, there are some important changes to the Mt.Gox payout schedule. So Mt.Gox announced that they will pay out a month later. So it's pushed from the 10th of March, so basically from yesterday, to the 6th of April. So still some more time. And I think in these rough market conditions, it's not too bad that even more Bitcoins can be sold on the open market. With that being said, back to the video.
Obviously, I'm not bullish at the moment. I still have my dollar cost average position open, and I want to emphasize on one thing at the end of this video. And this is zoom out. I see so many people with so little time horizons, and in crypto we have to have long time horizons, because over time the people will win. And I love that one saying, and I can't say it exactly the same, that's why I will just describe it. The more time you have, the less talent you need. So if you want to trade, if you want to have short-term profits, you need to have a lot of skill to outperform a lot of people which want to have the same result within the same time, right? But if you have a lot of time horizon, you don't have to be that good, you just need to be patient. You just have to wait a bit longer. So especially in the financial game, in the financial market, time horizon is something super important. And I want to emphasize you guys on just extend your time horizon, especially in crypto with the halving events. We have such clear time measurements, which can give us a lot of safety and a lot of perspective, and we should use it. And I want to show you one thing, actually. You guys can see here on my screen, let me zoom in a bit more. Exactly, this was the bull market high 2013, and it was around, what was it? 1K. And this is the bull market high 2017. The top was like 20K. And the interesting thing here is when I drag that over here, you will see that we're quite close to the bull market high. We're not exactly there, but it's always like, it seems to be the same, right? It's like, how many days is it? It's like 30, 60 days difference, which is quite accurate when we think about it's 4 years. And if we take that line again and put it on the all-time high 2021, and we look into the future, then we can see that at around of 2025, we should be higher than we are right now, or we should even have an all-time high already again. And the only thing that I want to say is forget about tomorrow, forget about in 1 week, forget about in 1 month. Just think of a time horizon of exactly 1,490 days. Think of what you can do right now to position yourself the right way to be in the profit in 1,400 days and not to be in profit tomorrow. Don't care about tomorrow. Care about having the best possible entry price right now, that you can be happy in 1,491 days. So I think this is it for today's video. If I can tell you one thing for today's video, it will be time horizon beats talent. And this is a very, very important one, and it helped me also to extend my time horizon and to just have a bit more perspective when we look at the longer time frames. Exactly. I really hope that you liked this video. If you want to see more of this kind of content, feel free to drop a like and follow the channel. It would really support me and it would show me that I should continue with these kind of videos. With that being said, I wish you a very nice rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.